Hi, I'm Mrs. Layton. This is my third grade health unit on internet safety. And it covers how we can help our students learn how to stay safe on the internet. Internet safety, cyberbullying, stranger danger, all of these can happen in all of these places where our kids roam the internet. Let me introduce you to my 3-week unit on internet safety. This unit on internet safety covers Common Core standards in the areas of health, music, and English language arts. The first Common Core health standard for grade 3 is Standard 1, Essential Concepts, which says all students will comprehend essential concepts related to enhancing health. 1.1m says to describe examples of healthy social behaviors like helping others, being respectful of others, cooperation, and consideration. 4.1m says demonstrate how to communicate directly, respectively, and assertively regarding personal boundaries. 5.2 says evaluate situations in which trusted adults should be asked for help. And finally, 8.1m, it says promote a positive and respectful school environment. The second area of content standards is visual and performing arts. Third grade, component strand 2 is creative expression. 2.4 says to create rhythmic and melodic phrases in question and answer form. The third area of Common Core standards is English language arts for grade 3 under key ideas and details. Number 3 says students must describe characters in a story, such as their traits, motivations, or feelings, and explain how their actions contribute to the sequence of events. Under craft and structure, number 5 says students must use text features and search tools like keywords, sidebars, and hyperlinks to locate information relevant to a given topic efficiently. Under production and distribution of writing, number 6 says with guidance and support from adults, use technology to produce and publish writing using keyboarding skills, as well as to interact and collaborate with others. The third area of standards addressed are the technology standards. ISTE standards for students, number 1, creativity and innovation, are A, students will apply existing knowledge to generate new ideas, products, or processes. B, they will create original works as a means of personal group expression. C, they will use models and simulations to explore complex systems and issues. Under 2, communication and collaboration, 2A says students will interact, collaborate, and publish with peers, experts, or others employing a variety of visual environments and media. B, they will communicate information and ideas effectively to multiple audiences using a variety of media formats. 3, research and information fluency. C says students will evaluate and select information sources and digital tools based on the appropriateness to specific tasks. And 5, under digital citizenship, 5A says students will advocate and practice safe, legal, and responsible use of information and technology. This third grade health unit on internet safety is structured to move progressively through Bloom's levels. The activities begin simply and become more cognitively advanced as you progress through the levels. Let me explain about the activities themselves. First, the activities move progressively through Bloom's. At week 1, we go through Remember and Understand. And one of the activities is where the students get together in interpersonal groups and create word puzzles and word games, which tend to appeal to the naturalist students and the verbal linguistic students, because they're creating something that is visual on the computer that will speak to the visual and spatial students. It will also, because it's a puzzle, appeal to some of the logical students. It's interpersonal in a way that it's reflective on what the students have learned. The second activity that is in the Remember and Understand is called Whack a Word. It is where the students get together, and what we do is we use Bloom whackers to whack out the syllables in our safety words. That's musical and rhythmic in the fact that we're using a musical instrument, and bodily kinesthetic because we are moving. Week 1's activities address Bloom's Remember and Understand and all 8 of the multiple intelligences. Week 2 activities will be addressing Bloom's 3rd and 4th levels, Apply and Analyze, where the students will be charting, demonstrating, and relating. The first activity that we're going to discuss is Comic Me, where the students are challenged to use a Comic Me or Story Me, Comic Life or Story Me apps on the iPad or various other iPad activities in order to create a comic of themselves centered around the idea of safety and cyber safety. The second activity is called More Words, More Ideas, More Power, where students create a chart with the 40 primary vocabulary words for safety. The third activity is going to be Scenario Builder, where students will use an app on the iPad called Story Builder in order to create a story for themselves centered around the scenarios for safety. Week 2 of this unit addressed Apply and Analyze of Bloom's levels, but it also addressed all 8 of the multiple intelligences. Taking pictures for the comics was visual and spatial. Graphic organizing charts tend to appeal to the naturalist. Using their bodies to make letters and to the beat of the music appeals to bodily kinesthetic and musical and rhythmical learners. Interpersonal learners enjoy thinking up more words to make more safety words, as well as the verbal linguistics. Interpersonal learners like groups and pairs in the activities. Week 3 in this safety unit went over Bloom's Evaluate and Create. The first activity we'll talk about is a Wordle contest, where they had to use the 40 safety words from the Words, Ideas, and Power chart in order to make a Wordle. The second activity is an internet safety commercial. The students were challenged to make a 30 to 60 second slideshow using 5 safety words, some kind of music, and they could have used their safety song that they had done earlier, photos, charts, and illustrations. Another activity was the last activity of the unit, where we had to write an editorial article reflecting on what we think of what we have learned. Week 3 covered Bloom's Evaluate and Create, where students charted, demonstrated, and related. It also addressed all 8 of the multiple intelligences. Group work appealed to the interpersonal learners. Photography and videography appealed to the spatial and visual students. Reflecting and writing about what we have learned appealed to the interpersonal. Wordles worked for the verbal linguistic. Categorizing works for the naturalist. Logical and mathematical enjoy tallying the votes and stats. Bodily kinesthetic created poses and movements. And music and rhythmical had a blast with adding music and editing to the commercial. In this class and through the completion of these projects, I have learned a great deal about multiple intelligences and how they relate to other theories in learning. This class has led me to understand how to identify specific learning styles and apply different teaching styles using a plethora of relevant technologies to enhance each individual student's learning. The 3 projects have given me opportunities to demonstrate my ability to apply relevant and appropriate technologies to enrich lesson planning and create fun and effective learning experiences for my students. This class has been so helpful because knowing more about how to augment a lesson or to create a lesson with different approaches to reach a wider variety of learners is exactly what I need.